Hi, welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast weekly reading. I'm Charlie. We are currently going through the Path of the Yoga Sutras by Nicolai Bachman. And this week we are in chapter 33, Aparigraha, Non-Hoarding. It is preoccupation with possessions more than anything else that prevents us from living freely and nobly. Henry David Thoreau. Our ego feeds on grasping. The ego constructs our identity and can hold us hostage to our belongings. The ego thinks that we are our body, our mind, and our thoughts and feelings. When it subjugates our inner intelligence, it literally possesses us. As we accumulate material goods, fame, fortune, and so on, our ego becomes stronger. When we step back and realize how shallow these identifications are, that they are based on outer quantities instead of inner qualities, then it is time to reverse our course and turn inward, away from this superficial existence. Aparigraha, which is the fifth of the 5 yamas or ethical practices, is not being possessive and applies to material objects, our bodies, and our thoughts. Rejecting the concept of mine will be difficult for the ego, but doing so is necessary to progress in yoga. Once we let go of this concept, the sutras state that we will understand how we came to be born into this particular life situation. Our current life is a culmination of many births and deaths, all molded by past actions and their impressions, or samskaras. Non-possessiveness of the heart-mind means not holding on to rigid opinions and not regarding ideas as our own. Whenever we come up with something that appears to be new and original, it is important to realize that we are just tapping into knowledge that already exists. Ishvara. Our ego loves to hold on to things and call them its own. Our ego loves to call ideas its own and cling to its ideas and opinions. But everything, including the world and ourselves, is always changing. And instead of a rigid ego, we need a flexible heart mind to navigate these changes comfortably. Aparigraha also suggests not controlling other people when there is a power differential, such as a boss might try to control her employees, threatening them if they speak up or rock the boat. Hoarding power is a distortion of the ego and always leads to corruption and unethical behavior. Aparigraha implies sharing power by listening to other people and acting in a cooperative rather than dictatorial manner. Money can be used as leverage to control the actions of others. For example, your parents are wealthy and you are making your way in the world. They may offer to support you in some way in order to covertly exercise some control over your life. There are some people who accept money from a parent, then allow that parent to continue to emotionally abuse them. Is the money really worth it? On the other hand, accepting or giving money appropriately, with no strings attached, nurtures our inner conscious, which is a gift far more valuable than any amount of money itself. As we accumulate stuff, more of our time is spent maintaining it, leaving less time for our own internal development. The shop till you drop attitude feeds our bottomless desire to acquire. We are bombarded with advertisements pushing us to buy stuff we often do not need. We have the ability to rein in this habit of accumulation by carefully deciding to buy only what we will really use and resisting the temptation to purchase impulsively. Less buying means less needs to be manufactured, which reduces our impact on the earth and our environment. Applied to a conversation, aparigraha means allowing others to speak and share their point of view. Dominating a conversation and barely allowing anyone else to chime in is selfish and egocentric. When an extroverted person is talking with a quieter person, it is common for the extrovert to speak most of the time. Partly because our culture is moving so fast, many people feel uncomfortable in an idle moment of silence during a conversation. For the more introverted and quiet individuals, these moments present opportunities to express their thoughts and opinions, which are often quite valuable and insightful. Listening to others, allowing them to speak, is a form of giving and helps prevent the ego from dominating a discussion. We are temporary custodians of our belongings. Do they possess us by demanding our time and energy to take care of them? Aparigraha involves letting go of attachment to our possessions and not shopping for its own sake. Many people live with so much less than we do. Releasing unused or extraneous possessions to those who need them is an act of kindness and generosity. Lightening our load also frees up time to spend in other ways, especially developing your yoga practice and cultivating a more inward orientation. And the more we experience our pure light of awareness, the less interest we will have in material possessions. So good. Thoughts. The more stuff we have on the outside, the less time we have to go inside. Whenever I give to others, I receive on a deeper, subtler level. I will lessen my material footprint by acquiring only what I need or will use. Exercises. Give examples of when you bought something that you only used once or twice and didn't really need. You thought of others who needed something you had, then gave it to them. Think of ways you can reduce your consumption or reuse or recycle what you do have. The next time a moment of silence arises during a conversation, if you are an extrovert, then allow the quieter individuals to say their piece. If you are an introvert, take the opportunity to express yourself. Thank you for joining us for this week's reading from the Path of the Yoga Sutras. You can join the discussion for Mindset Monday every week on our Facebook channel and download the podcast. Check out all the details for all the goings on our website at www.womeninleadershipbsmb.com. Namaste.